Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I have just gotten up. It's currently like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm just gonna wear this because I feel like you're gonna be able to hear me better. But we're going for a run today. We're going for a tempo run, which is gonna be good. I did one last week and I didn't do it on the treadmill. That was my first one not on the treadmill. And honestly, it was kind of hard because I was just watching my watch and it was telling me like the pace that I'm at, and it was like talking to me saying you're behind target or you're in front of target. So I had to like keep slowing down, but it's way better to do it like outside because you can like feel your body. Okay, this is where I should be kind of running at. Also, I can't remember if I filmed it, but it was definitely like a TikTok video or something. I went on my stories and said, I feel like I was running a certain pace on the treadmill, and then as soon as I've come outside, it's not that pace. Well, I was running at Albert Park, and Albert Park is not a cement concrete surface. It's like dirt, parts of it. So you do run slower on that track as well. So I'm not going to do any more tempo runs there. I have decided I'm going to like do it along the beach, or you know, like where there's cement footpath outdoors is going to be way better. But look, I've got like some pimples on my face. Also, I bought this yesterday. This is the Mugu Natural Fresh Cream Deodorant because my kinesiologist was like, you need to be, we went through like all of my skincare products that I was using, like deodorant, body wash, laundry detergent, stuff like that, and she was like, change to this one because there's no aluminium in it, which would be better. Everything else I use is actually really good, so I don't really have to change much. I do need to change my body wash, but I'll probably go to Mugu as well for the body wash, which I actually used to use a lot, so that's funny. I'm just gonna do like a really quick 5-minute makeup so I can like cover those little spots. I'm also like trying to decide what to have for breakfast this morning. So I don't want to have anything like too heavy because I don't want to wait for ages before I have to run. Maybe I'll just have like a banana to get out the door, and then I'll come back and eat like a proper breakfast. So I just use a concealer, just put it on the spots, put it around my eyes just to wake me up a little bit, and then I also just like put it down here, just make it defined so this doesn't like blend into each other essentially. The concealer kind of doubles to like get rid of any redness that I just have on my skin and acts as like a foundation essentially. And then last thing is just this like little cheek and lip tint. Just brush my teeth. So we're in a little bit of a cutback week this week, which means the long run this week isn't as long. It's 14 kilometers because last week was the 18-kilometer long run. And that day, that week, actually I had a bit like happening in terms of like work. I had to like swap a shift over at work. So then my long run on Saturday got moved to Sunday. And then on Sunday, honestly, my body was just tired. Like I wanted to go, but I couldn't. I needed to sleep. So honestly, I slept on the couch. I just passed out. Yeah, so I slept the long run day and I felt so incredibly guilty afterwards. Which I think sucks, and that's just something that I tend to do is I feel really guilty when I don't do something that I told myself that I would do. And I felt like that missing that training block, I would kind of undo all of my training, which I don't really know why I thought that, because that's definitely not true. But I think in training blocks like this, you do have to listen to your body. Like it does come down to discipline. Yes, you have to go out and do it every day, but you do also know that sometimes you can push it too far. I think it might have been last week when I thought I pulled something. So yeah, you just got to be careful. Honestly, you have to listen to your body. So when I got back to the gym, it was Tuesday, and I smashed out a double session to like really get myself back into it. I did an upper body strength session, and I also did a speed session, which was really good. My speed session, let me tell you what it was. It was 8 400-meter sprints at 4:55 pace. I've never run that fast before. And it was surprisingly good, to be honest. Like, for some reason, like the dyslexia in me, I was thinking, okay, there's only 800 meters, but no, it's the other way around. There's 8 400 meters. So the distance was a lot shorter than I had been used to. And then I guess because there was higher reps, it just felt easier, I think. And then I got to like the end and I'm thinking, okay, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more left, and I was finished and I was already cooling down, and I was like, wow, okay, that was really cool. In saying that, it was on the treadmill as well, which I know that I should probably go to a track and do it outside. But honestly, like the treadmill just works when I'm at the gym already, and I just trust the belt and my body. I am definitely sprinting, so I don't know, I'm kind of like, I do trust the treadmill. I don't trust my watch when I'm on the treadmill. So yeah, that's just where that is. Did a lower body strength session yesterday. Today is the tempo run, so it's 25 minutes at 5:25. I did a tempo run last week, and I think it was like 5:30 pace. And like I said, it was really, really good. It just like kept me going and was talking to me, being like, you're nearly there or you're behind target. So that was cool, and it was fast. It's like, I know I run 5:30 before, but usually it's when I'm beginning my run or when I'm like fully taking off, and then I kind of get comfortable and go back to like a 6:30. So to be running 25 minutes for 5:30, it is fast for me. Something that I wasn't doing as well with the tempo is the warm-up, like the 10-minute warm-up. Don't underestimate that, and I definitely underestimated that because I was like, oh, I'd forget about the the warm-up, let's just go straight into it. And then it was really hard to kind of keep that tempo, that pace. That's another thing that I did when I was at Albert Park, and I was like, what's going on with my pace? So when I did it last week, I was like, no, okay, I'm gonna easy run like 6:30 pace, like, and really be slow in that first 10 minutes because you're warming up your body. And then same with the sprint session, actually. I did run 10 minutes warming up my body, and you can feel it, like all the little niggles in your shins or your hips or whatever as you're getting into it. Don't underestimate the warm-up, Holly. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. 10-15 minute warm-up, 25 minutes at 5:25, and then a 10-minute cool down at the end. The cool down is something that I don't really do except when I'm on the treadmill, so I need to probably incorporate that because I would say it's as important as the warm-up. Yeah, anyway. And then tomorrow's plan is a full body strength session, and then like a little 5-round finisher, like a Hyrox sim sort of thing. It's only like row, burpees, air squat. But I haven't actually done this workout for a while, the full body, because I've kind of manipulated the training each week and like having to give myself a day off, and maybe the Friday fell into like a double shift at work or something like that. So I haven't actually done this for a while, so I'm looking forward to doing that this week. And then of course Sunday is the 14k long run. It's also Jazz's birthday, my really good friend. I'm pretty sure she's been on the YouTube channel before, and she wants to do like, oh, everyone has to wear pink on this day. So I'm so here for that. That's gonna be so fun. The following week, long run is 20k's. So yes, anyway, maybe I'll film that. Maybe I'll film a run 20k's with me next week after. Anyway, I'm going to go downstairs. I think I've just quickly decided that I'm just going to have a banana, and I might have like some pre-workout, and then we're going to go for a run just to get this done, and then I can come home and like make this beautiful breakfast. I've been making breakfast plates. I'll put some photos on the screen, and I have been obsessed with it because another thing my kinesiologist said was, Holly, you need to be having more fruits and veggies and getting more greens, and rather than just having like toast and like I'm just boosting my insulin, is basically what she said. So I need to think about every single meal that I make, incorporate protein, fats, carbs, and then like antioxidants or fruits and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing, and I have been absolutely loving my breakfast plate. There's some inspo for you guys if you also would like to do breakfast plates. They're so good. It's like a different way of eating, but I'm loving it. And yeah, I would love some more inspo, to be honest. I have to go to Pinterest. Those daily vitamins. Vitamins are fish oil, magnesium glycinate. This is my K2B3 bone health. This is my probiotic, and then this is like a gut health. It's called Fix My Biome. So yeah, that's my daily vitamins that I take every single day with warm water. I was drinking cold water, but then I changed it because it's harder to drink, and in the morning it's actually better to have warm water, so I've changed it. I just heat up my kettle just a little bit so it's like warm. It's not like boiling hot, but sometimes I gotta mix like cold water into it because it is too hot, and I think today might be another one of those days. Salut. Now I'm thinking, do I want toast, peanut butter, and banana? Oh man. Why is this such a difficult decision? I feel like I used to run all the time without any food. But then you get hungry through the run and then it like slows you down. And now I'm like, I understand the importance of fueling. So we're gonna do toast. I've also been like discovering all the different types of sourdough at the moment and where my best shop is. This one I went to, it's like a French bakery around the corner from my house, and it was good. It is good, it's good sourdough. But I went to Docklands probably like 3 weeks ago, and it was a round sourdough, and it was like the crunchy one. I actually filmed a reel, and I think I just had like egg on it, and it was so good. It was like crunchy, and I have not found one that good. And I'm like, does that mean I have to drive to Docklands just to get my bread? I will do it, but like, yeah, it was the best bread. The best bread. And we're gonna do peanut butter, banana. Oh man, it's raining. It's like sprinkling. We're still running. I don't care. I might just have to get like a jacket. This is from Costco. It's the best because it's huge, and I always put it upside down so all the oil goes to like the bottom of it, and then when I use it there's no oil at the top. Little hack for your peanut butter. I've never really done this, but I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon on there too. The other thing I do is put honey, but not today. Alright, I've just got like this wind. It's actually called the running jumper. It's not windproof, it's so thin, but it's fine. It just gives me a little bit of coverage if it does start raining. I'm not directly going to be soaked. Let's get all kitted up. I've got my keys in here. Also, I feel like whenever I step outside the house and I run, my eyes are like, they're very sensitive. So as soon as I get any kind of like wind, I just start crying. So I need to take these. My like sunglasses. I still cry anyway, even with the sunglasses on, but it's just like maybe not as bad. my shocks. I also found a playlist when I was doing my long run, not last week, the week before, when I ran, the goal was 16 but I ran like 17. Actually, I think it might have been a High Rocks playlist, which makes sense. It might have been like maybe this one. This is the High Rocks Hits 26. So good to listen to. Like fully upbeat. It gives a little bit of like techno, that kind of vibe. And it's very easy to run to, so I'm probably going to listen to that again. But yeah, let's go stretch downstairs. Oh, it like stopped raining and it's like started again. Oh, it's like very faint, it's just like spitting. I have nice straight hair as well. It's okay. Alright, let me show you how I get the pacer working on my watch as well. So you go down to outdoor run, you press the little dots. This is where I also do, so you just select pacer, but you select how fast and or the distance and then the meters, and then like works it out from there. And then these are also the custom ones, so like the 8 400 meter repeats, the 6 800 meter repeats, it's all there. I'm gonna start with the open first to run for 10 minutes and then I'll do the pacer, so I just have to work that out. Alright, so I just looked up the distance. So 25 minutes at 5:25 pace, what's the distance? So it's 4.6. So on my watch I've just done 4.6 25 minutes and then see how it comes up with 5.26 for the pace. So now that's all ready to go. So then when I go out of my open after I do my 10-minute warm-up, then I just press that and it'll go straight in. It's this kind of stuff. So good. Now it's in my shocks. Okay, just did the 10-minute run. Now we're doing the pace. Trying to find it. I'm too fast and I'm too slow, so I'm just trying to find it. Oh my gosh. Oh. Finished. Just finished. Look at this. So beautiful. Oh. I literally just stopped running. I wanted to film, but I couldn't because I had a goal that I needed to do. Far out, that was so good. I really have grown to like the tempos because you are literally challenging every single step and your mind is like, come on, push a little bit harder to get to that pace. I feel like the last little bit of it I like sprinted the last like 15 seconds just walking. I know I need to like run, cool down 10 minutes, so I just was like, I'll check in with you, just bring my heart rate down a little bit, and then I'm gonna run 10 minutes like so slow, so comfortable, probably like 6:30, I don't know. So I'm gonna do that now. Turns out running slow is actually way more painful than like just doing a tempo run. So I ran for like, I don't know, 30 meters and then I was like, no way, I can't. I think the point is to do the 10-minute cool down as soon as you finish the tempo run, but I didn't. I walked because I was so exhausted. And I've just been walking all the way here and it's so nice, like just still. Alright, we're back home. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, it's like one of my favorite ones now because it's really challenging. Like it is really challenging. My next run now is going to be my long run on Saturday, which I'm actually really looking forward to because I just run at whatever pace, like a comfortable pace for me, nothing too hectic like the speed. And today's run, it's just going to be really nice, and then you just enjoy it a little bit more, I feel like, when you just run how you normally run, essentially. But I wanted to give you all a little bit of an update on my kinesiology sessions. I know that you guys want to know how it's going, and I want to definitely keep you all up to speed. It's really good because she actually sends me a full breakdown. My first session, when I went in there, and then how I walk out. So since I spoke to you last, I've had my 2 sessions. Let me just get up my little notes. And the first session was honestly, it was pretty full on, I'm not gonna lie. Just because we were obviously getting to know each other, and I had to open up about everything, and it was pretty uncomfortable. It was really interesting because kinesiology is something that your body is talking as well. Like, obviously I'm okay to speak about things, but sometimes when you hold energies and stuff within you, you're not ready to speak about it. And it was funny because some of the questions when I was laying down, you kind of like, it sounds really woo-woo, I'm so aware of that, but she like turns everything on and gets my body relaxed, essentially. And when she was asking me some questions, a protection thing is you leave your body, essentially, so your body completely shuts down. So when she was asking me questions, she was like doing like touching points on my feet, and then literally physically holding my shins down and keeping me grounded. So then when I was answering the questions, I would stay within my body, because everything, my muscles were literally, everything was shutting down, and she had to like wake me back up and bring me back again, and had like essential oils and all of that stuff to like bring you back. So it sounds pretty crazy, and I feel like it's very hard to explain unless you've done it yourself and you've experienced yourself. Kinesiology is absolutely opening my mind, and it is definitely a mind and body thing, a soul connection. We go into chakras, like it's really interesting, and it is quite exhausting. Whenever I go to my sessions, I go on a day off, because then I can come home and just chill, relax. I don't have to go to work, and I can just really think about the session, process how it went, and then I know what I'm doing moving forward. And she gives you goals moving forward as well. So I'm just going to go over, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Some of it is personal, and I am so happy to share some of it, but I'm not going to go into like all of it, like the traumas and stuff. We're not trauma dumping here, but I am definitely want to share some of it. So basically she breaks everything down. So the central theme of the first session was, it is right for me to be supported by others and myself. Something that I'm, like I said in my last video, is I want to improve my relationships that I have, and also how I show up online. I am definitely someone that has my walls really, really high, and I find it really hard to connect with people outside of work because of those walls. And I know that I am holding myself back because I am scared of rejection, and I am scared of, I don't know if I'm scared of rejection, but I'm scared of people letting me down. So I think that for a long time I've just relied on myself, and now I'm kind of like, well, that's not serving me anymore, because I do need people in my life. So how I arrived, this is probably going to be a little bit like not understand these points. I don't understand these points. They're obviously for her to go through, and like, so I can understand what exactly is being done to my body when I am going into those sessions. So how I arrived, right and left kidney brain was switching. Right shoulder blade pain at times. So sometimes I get like a pain in my shoulder blade, which is an energy thing. I always thought that it was like a muscle thing, but it's not, because it's in the same area all the time. And I've gone and I've had massages before, and it's released that. So I think that is an energy tightness in my right shoulder blade. So I did go over that with her. Then she said GV16 ghost point under energy, anchoring essence applied to ground. So she gave me like an essential oil or something to ground me back, as I was saying, when I talk about things. And then a woman who knows herself well, has done the work, has big goals, and ready for the layer she cannot reach alone. We did like the background of me, who I am, what I've come from, my goals for this program, which is to heal the blocks to relationships, find the right partner, build my content creation and social media business to being more full-time. That is a goal that I've had for a very long time, not gonna lie. Yeah, I just want some help with that. It's funny because relationships are also business, which is insane. So if you've got blocks around relationships, you also have blocks around business. It all ties into one. I learned that a few years ago and I was like, oh my god, this makes so much sense. So again, it makes sense now. Heal what is holding you back that you cannot shift alone. Learn to trust others and life, not just trusting myself. Feel safe being seen and trusting, building my confidence. And then she just got points that came up in the mapping. She went through things that she changed and that addressed, corrected. Again, it's not really going to make much sense to you and me. Nutritional notes. My supplement base is excellent. A few additions worth considering. Pure Harvest coconut milk to remove vegetable oils is flagged, so that's what I've done. I have done that. Changed to Pure Harvest instead of Australian's Own is what I used to drink. Add more vegetables to the rice and protein balls at lunch for gut and immune support. So that is also something that I've changed with my breakfast bowls. Pumpkin seed, egg, chicken directly supports my gut lining repair, so I need to eat more of those foods. Probiotic food as well, alongside some herbs, and ensure rest between training sessions. Marathon high rocks combined with shift work is a significant psychological load. Giving myself more time and more grace for rest is important. She's got like treatments that have been applied, what to let go of, what to embrace, and then my affirmation for that fortnight was, it is right for me to be supported by others and by myself. I receive as well as give. I am safe to be seen. Being seen invites connection, not depletion. I trust myself and I'm learning to trust others and life too. So that is something that I said every morning and every night when I was brushing my teeth. I just write it up on a little, like on some pen and paper, and I put it behind deodorants and my perfumes, and I just read it as I'm brushing my teeth every night. So that was the first session, which was really cool. I feel like it's actually something else that I didn't mention in that session was she asked me if do I often feel sad? And yeah, to be honest, is what I realized is yes, I have. I don't know what it is. I love my life. I love my routine that I do, but just feel a sadness inside me. And basically we brought up that I was holding on to a grief from the past and something that it doesn't serve me anymore. That is something that's happened in the past, and that's not something that I want to bring into my future. So that was something that we cleared. I also bought this little essential oil off her. This is like a grief essential oil. So I just smell it, or I like put it on my palms, rub it in, and then just like smell it as well. So I don't use it that much, honestly. It's just there whenever it's there to remind me, and I think that I can use it. That's the thing I need to remember. I can actually use that. I bought that so I can use it. When I'm feeling low, obviously it's normal to have your emotions go up and down and stuff. But I think just remembering that the past is gone and how I want to step into the future is I don't need to be sad. I don't need to be grieving what I lost all those years ago. You know, things have changed. So yeah, and then the week just gone. I've already been speaking for like 11 minutes, but I just really want to explain this to you. I hope this is interesting for you guys. I feel like this is something that I would definitely want to know all the goss about. So my second session, I'm going to be seeing her for about 6 months. Every fortnight it was at the beginning, but now it's like every month, which kind of works better for me because it just gives me a bit more time to process each session and really work on the things that she gives me before the next session. Between the first and the second, however, that was a fortnight. So essential theme for this session, the second one, was I trust my intuition to guide me towards choices for my higher good. So we talked about meditation is something that I'm going to be implementing more into my life. I feel like I was always doing a little bit, but nothing really, and it suits the theme of this as well on what I'm actually meditating and how I'm meditating. So what she said was to set up like a little corner in your room, which I've actually done right here where you guys are sitting. Let me flip the camera. So I've got a little candle here, which I need just to get a lighter that I can just light it whenever I want to do it. I've got all my crystals. I am a bit of a crystal girl. And then I've obviously got my essential oils. This is an anxiety one that I bought ages ago. And then obviously the one that I bought from her on my first session, the grief. And then I've also just got my other little crystal as well. I don't know, I really like them. I like the fact that you can go into a shop and be like, oh, I really like that one, and it's obviously calling out to you. And you can also get like energies from crystals. I'm a big energy believer, and I like to have it on my windowsill because they do recharge in the moon and stuff. I know it's all a little bit woo-woo. This is probably things that you don't know about me, but yeah, they've always just sat on my bedside table. So now I feel like this is the perfect place for them. And yeah, I just have to sit here. Basically, how the meditation works is morning and night. She said, don't put too much pressure on doing it every single day, but just do it whenever you can. So I'm just being mindful of it. And it's basically, you sit like I am with your legs crossed, have your fingers like this on your knees, close your eyes, breathe in one nostril, out the other, in one, out the other, and then close my eyes. And to reach that higher power or my higher ancestries, it's like I step into a glass lift, I go all the way to the penthouse, I come out, there's all flowers and it's beautiful and I can see the sunrise and everything like that, and it's like I'm having coffee with tapping into that higher consciousness of myself. So that's essentially what the meditation is. And then she's got like similar things, how I arrived, my hips, because I had that little tiny injury for a day, how left side was out, shoulder blade in pain still. Something worth receiving was after that session, I actually said the cloud had shifted, the sadness cloud, I guess. I felt lighter after the last session, which is absolutely. Everything outside felt the same, but inside felt different. She said it's a great start. So that's how I arrived. Goal for this session was continue opening, receiving the channel and capacity for genuine connection, begin the throat chakra and communication work. So the throat chakra was something that came up, and it was funny because that has actually come up in the past with another kinesiology that I did years and years and years ago, and that's basically about being okay to be seen and speak and use your communication and use your voice to create change or say the things that you need to say. So it was really interesting that that came up again. Then she's got treatment applied, what to let go of, what to embrace, and then my affirmation now that I do morning, night is I know how I feel. When I know how I feel, I know who I am. I'm allowed to receive. Letting others support me is not a weakness. It's how bonding happens. I am safe to be seen. Being seen invites connection and not depletion. So yeah, that is those two sessions unpacked in 16 minutes for you guys. It's been really, really good. I'm really enjoying the process, and I'm really excited for what is going to come at the end of 6 months, at the end of 6 sessions. It's pretty wild, really. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. At the moment, I am going to have a shower, get into something a little bit more comfortable, boiling some eggs and also some chicken downstairs because I want to do like a salad, rice and chicken bowl. But I want to find out like a sauce because I'm going to shred the chicken once it's boiled and then like mix it in with maybe egg and sauce, and I don't know, yet to be determined. Yeah. See you soon.